Hello everyone, let us look at this simple physics question. So figure 3.1 shows a ramp being used to move a load which has a mass of 180 kg onto a lorry. The ramp is 4 meters long and the end of the lorry is 1 meter above the ground. A force of 600 Newton is needed to pull a load up to the ramp. Take gravity to be 10 Newton per kg. So that is the statement of the question. So the first question is calculate the gravitational potential energy gained by the load as it goes from the bottom to the top of the ramp. So we are looking at the potential energy. So the load that we have is this one. So this one is the load. Now they're asking us to find the potential energy gained by this one as it goes on top of the ramp. Okay, so how do we calculate the potential energy? So gravitational potential energy, or just PE, is equals to mass times gravity times height. Gravity, if you look at the data that we have, gravity is already given is 10 Newton per kg. 10 Newton per kg, and of course the mass of the load is given, which is 180 kg. Okay, the height, which one is the height? Now we have two distances here. We have this one and also have this 1 meter. So the vertical one is the one that we use as the height. Instead, we are not going to use 4. We are going to use 1 because this one is the height. So now, plugging everything in the equation, we are going to have mass 180 multiply gravity 10 multiply height, which is 1. So now this one gives us a 1,800. Energy is measured in joule. So that is the answer for potential energy. So the first question, the answer is 1,800 joule. Okay. Question reads, so for the second question, calculate the work done by the 600 Newton force in pulling the load up the ramp by the 600 Newton force. So work is equals to, you know that work is the product of force and the distance. The force and the distance, they should be in the same direction, or the force should produce a distance. So now, if you look at the information that we have, we want to calculate work. So what is the force? We've been told in the question that the force of 600 Newton. Then now what is the distance? So like I said, the distance should be in the same direction with the force. So the force is here, 600 Newton, and the distance produced is this 4 meter. So therefore the distance is 4 meter. And take note, the distance, we use it in meter. Okay? Now, putting in the equation, we are going to have the force of 600 Newton multiply the distance of 4 meter, and if you multiply 600 multiply 4, we are going to have 2,400. This is work that you are finding joule. So that is the answer to the second question. Okay, so the answer that we have here is 2,400 joule. Okay, so we have the work done, and of course we have the potential energy. What is the next question that we are calculating? The next question is calculate the efficiency of the system. So the next question that we are calculating, we are finding efficiency of the system. Now, how do you find the efficiency of the system? Now, efficiency in this case, efficiency, work done by load divide work done by effort. Then you multiply this one by 100%. Okay, so in such a case, that is how you find efficiency. Now, here, what is the work done by load? So the work done by load, if you look at the work done by load, So the work done by load there is 1800 joule. Multiply 100. Then now, what about the work done by effort? Effort is the force applied. So effort is the force applied, and therefore the effort, which is the force applied, is 600 Newton. 600 Newton, and multiplying the distance, which is 4 meters. So therefore, the work done by effort is 2,400 joule. That is efficiency. So the other way you can look at it is that the work done by load is just the distance moved by load, and of course the weight of the load. That is the work done by load. If you multiply this one, if you divide 1800 divide 2,400, you are going to have 0.75, 0.75. So when you divide this, you are going to have 0.75 before you multiply by 100. So after multiplying, you are going to have 75% as efficiency. At this point also, so this is the efficiency of the system. Now at this point also, you need to know the reason why efficiency is never 100%. So that is your work to go and research, why is efficiency never 100%? Okay.